We letting opinions keep our greatness in a box and knowing that one day we gonna die and they ain't gonna think twice about us once we dead. And that's just straight facts. So again, if you gotta cry it out, cry it out. If you gotta shout it out, shout it out. If you gotta pray it out, pray it out. If you gotta run it out, if you gotta protect your peace out, protect it out. But focus on the things that bring you happiness and bring you joy. And don't be afraid to remove things from your life that take away from that. Because life is too short, man. I watched my mom, and I'm not going to talk about this because I'm not ready to yet, but I'll briefly touch on this. I watched my mom suffer for months. Suffer. I saw my mom gasping for breath. You know how hard that is? And my mother lived a beautiful life. But I don't want to go there right now. But just know, man, life is short and life is precious. And a lot of us, we chase these material things in the world, and we chase possessions. And I'm not telling you not to. I have nice things. I like shoes. I like all of that stuff, but I don't place my value in it because those things will fade. We live in a world where everything is going to fade. The only thing that's going to last is the relationship that you build and the people that love you and the connections that you have and the experiences. Because there's going to come a point when memories is all you have to hold on to. That's it. I always tell people life is about love and memory. So make sure you give it and make sure you make them. Because there will come a day when that's it. And I've been thinking about this. I talk about it on my podcast tomorrow. Listen to it, by the way, because I go in. I talked about it on my podcast and I say, you know what's crazy is that our life only compounds through our purpose, not through our possessions. So if you're thinking that your life is great because you have everything, all it takes, you're a sickness away. You're a sickness away. You're a struggle away. You're a tragedy away from your life changing forever. So get very clear on what's important in your life. And for the believers out there, get closer to God, man. Because God's going to be there when nobody else is. God's going to have your back when everybody else maybe has turned their back. God got you when everybody say they got you but don't get you. And focus on the things that will last, man. The things that fuel your spirit. The things that bring you joy, the things that bring you happiness, the things that make you smile. Do that for me. If you got your parents in your life, don't take it for granted, man. You got your kids in your life. When I saw my baby girl laying there bleeding out her head, not moving, going unconscious, 2 days after my mama died. Like, that's some tragedy stuff. And some people say, Trent, man, you know, it's a part of life, blah, blah, blah. But people don't understand the pain. And that's why I never judge anybody's pain, anybody's depression, and tell them, you know, to get over it or do X, Y, Z, because everybody struggles different. That stuff traumatized me, man. Seeing my daughter with a tube down her throat. 2 days. And on that same day, my daughter went to the hospital. I got a call that my grandmother was in the hospital. Now my grandmother's passed away. And I'm not saying that for sympathy or saying that to complain. I'm saying that, man, to tell you that it's a part of life. No matter how beautiful your life think you may be, we're going to go through some ugly moments. And those ugly moments is when your faith is tested the most, because faith not tested is no faith at all. And that changed me. It changed me. This month changed me, period. In a good way. In a good way. So I just wanted to tap in here live, man. I didn't, you know, I just wanted to speak my heart. I appreciate all the prayers. Trust me, they felt. I'm doing fine. Like, I'm just working my way through and focusing on the things that matter and are important to me. The messages that are important to me. What's the message that I want to give to the world? I have to rearrange that for myself and think about it. I got a voice. I got a platform. What's the message that I want to give to the world? And I believe that God allowed me to experience what I'm experiencing for a higher purpose. I don't know what that purpose is yet. I haven't figured it out. But I know I went deeper in my spiritual walk during this past month. And I feel like Job a little bit. I feel test after test after test. But one thing my mother always taught me is that if you got God, you got everything. No matter if the world says you have nothing, no matter if you look around your life, it seems like you have nothing. You got everything. Just think about who matters and what matters. Because that's what's important, just for an exercise purpose. Just close your eyes when you get off this live and just think about, because people say, I prioritize all these other things. And I always tell people, man, the best way to understand what's most important in your life is go down the list of people in your life and ask yourself, if you lost them today, how would your life change? And you can say that a piece of your heart will be gone like mine is, that your life would change forever. Those are the people that you need to prioritize with your time and spend your time with. Because we don't think, even though we say it, we don't understand that our time is running out. We don't understand that, there's going to come a point where there's no more time. And we had time our whole life, so we don't really understand the value of it. But if you just think about this, unless some tragedy happens where y'all all die together, there's going to be one person in your household that's going to outlive everybody. And that doesn't bring fear in my heart. It brings happiness in my soul because it makes me understand. It makes me value the things that I need to value. And this is from a person that has millions of followers, 12 million on Facebook. This is for a person that's financially stable. This is for a person that has the freaking world, man. Could none of that bring me peace? None of it bring me peace this past month. Nothing. It was nothing I can buy. It was nothing I can do. Nothing I can say. Could nothing bring me peace? So I want you to understand, man, some of y'all think that y'all don't have nothing because you don't have what the world considers everything. But some of us, what we do is we get at everything. We realize that everything isn't nothing. That everything is nothing because we put our values in the wrong spot. So there's no amount of money that can bring you joy. There's no house big enough to fill the voids in your heart. There's no car fast enough to heal you. Those things are possessions. And I'm not telling you not to have possessions because we're human beings. But just don't expect those things to be the healers in your life. Because it's not. I pray for your healing as I'm praying for mine. And like I said, man, I know I don't have to ask for it, but I'm just taking my time and processing things because I'm still in the moment of season of grief. Like, it's hard. As my brother said, man, there's always good days, but there's a lot of hard moments in these days. Me and my mom were super close. Y'all know my story. She was in my book. My family were super close. My grandmother, I talked to her Saturday, and she was strengthening me. So it's just me learning how to live my life without one of or my biggest supporter. It's tough, but it's possible, and it has to be. All right? Don't you quit. Don't you give up. Because in your test, there's a hell of a testimony that's bigger than you. See, people think purpose is just about themselves. Purpose is not just about you. Purpose is bigger than you. Purpose is using your life to bring healing, to bring happiness, to bring peace to other people, to bring understanding to other people. And the crazy thing about purpose is that we got to climb the mountain in order to get to the mountaintop. And it always isn't fun, but it's purposeful. I love you guys, man. I appreciate the prayers every day. I appreciate that. I appreciate y'all praying for my daughter. The whole world was. I appreciate, the condolence for my mom, and keep my dad lifted up. My heart breaks for my father. He probably don't want me to say this, but my heart breaks for him, man. My dad, just to kind of give y'all an idea, man, who y'all love and myself is just me made up of my mom and my dad. My dad had to bury his wife, preach her service, and now he's about to bury his mom and preach her service. All in 1 month. All in 1 month. So if you think that life is hard, man, just always know somebody got it harder. Thank God in your hard times, man, because he's doing works that you can't understand, that only the future will bring understanding to. All right? Do that favor for me, man. Go give some light to somebody. Go speak life into somebody. And let's not be on this social media platform tearing everybody down, for clout, to make ourselves feel better, to be in people's comment box and talk down on people. Like, we need to be lifting people up, man. And I get it. Some people might do wrong. We still need to lift them up as we check them at the same time. But we need to lift our brothers and sisters up, because we live in a society where everybody wants to keep things silent. That everybody's going through these silent battles. Everybody on here got a battle. I got a silent battle. Everybody on here. And we live in a world where we made it taboo to speak about our problems without being judged, without being criticized. And we kick our brother and our sister while they down instead of helping them stand. We don't give the same grace that we expect. And I'm not telling you to stay silent about things that are wrong. I'm not telling you to, not stand on what you stand for. But just know, man, there's going to come a time in your life where you need that same grace that you're not willing to give. There's going to come a time in your life where you need that same forgiveness that you're not willing to give. It doesn't mean that we don't provide correction, but we help our brothers and our sisters stand, man. Because somebody is fighting a battle that you don't even know about. I just want to share that, man. Peace, love, and blessings, man. Nature heals, man. I'm going to give y'all one more view of nature, man. I'm out here by the river, praying, feeling my mom's spirit, my grandma's spirit, and most important, man, Spirit of the Lord. This is how I re-energize and refocus and think about life is about. Man, let me get in these comments for a minute. Unforgiveness, too, not perfect, man. I love y'all, man. I just want to make sure I put that message out to the world, because I know so many people, man. Just this journey of me doing this for 10 years. I've seen every story, heard every pain. Even me sharing my pain. It was somebody in my comments that's like, man, I just lost my kids. And I'm just like, damn. At least I got 65 years with my mother. 95 with my grandma. And who am I to be mad at God when God gave me that? So I just want us all, man, to have empathy and to see yourself in that person. Because we live in a society that loves to bully on people, that loves to jump on people, that loves to tear down people. And we always entertained by someone's downfall, as if we bulletproof to downfalls in life. Don't be entertained by it, man. If you can't reach out to a person and say, man, I want to help you because I see your struggle, my brother or my sister. I see what you're going through. I want to help you stand. I want to give you some guidance. I'm going to correct you, but I want to help you. I can say this from my heart, and I'm not trying to put the light on me, but there's people that have done me wrong in my life that I've still looked out for, because I'm able to see a person's heart. That don't mean that I keep myself in situations. Y'all know how I feel about that. As a turtle swimming. But I just want y'all to think about that for a minute, man. And the next time, social media provides you an opportunity to talk noise about somebody or to tear somebody while they down, maybe that person needs you to be the reason and the voice in their life that can help them change. Maybe. Just imagine a world like that, man. Imagine a world where we came together and we fought hard to understand each other instead of disagree. We fought hard to collab with each other instead of compete with each other. We fought hard to understand each other's pain instead of making fun of somebody's struggle. Just imagine a world like that. And when I think about my mother's life, because she's in my heart and she's probably flowing through me, she's probably like, I'm going to get the message out. When I think about my mother's life, man, that's who she was. They talked about my mom at her funeral. Like, so many people was like, man, your mother helped me. Even when I did XYZ, she still was there. She was there. She was there. She was there. And that's why her family's blessed. That's why I'm blessed. That's why generations are blessed. Because it takes a person to change generations. And so why not that be you? Be the person in your family that shows a different way, that extends the hand instead of kicking somebody when they down. Maybe it relates to you, maybe it doesn't, man. That's just on my heart. Hope somebody need it. I appreciate y'all. Love y'all, man. I'll check in with y'all soon. Like I said, just give me time. And but as I'm healing, I'm gonna be sharing, man, because somebody needs it. Straight up.